Hey guys, what's up? It's Kevin here. Figured I'd do a quick little review on my Gen 4 Glock 34. Show you what I've done to it and why I like it so much. This is the Gen 4 34, as you can see. It is chambered in 9mm. First off, I'm going to talk about the grip. The texturing of the grip, I should say. This is pretty much the RTF that they had on the Gen 3s. And what they did is they took it and pretty much just chopped off the tip, so it's like squared off. Chop the tip off. Anyways, first thing I did to it was my trademark red inlays. Got to do that, red and black. Like I said in my last video, in my 19 video, that is my favorite two colors. I have done a little bit of trigger work to this. Nothing crazy, because I didn't feel it was necessary to go out and order hundreds of dollars worth of trigger parts and whatnot. It is a nice, smooth, oh, I love that trigger. And if you watch, there's no over travel. When it's gone, it's gone. The next thing I want to talk about is the grip size. The Gen 4 is, without the back straps on it, is 1/8 of an inch smaller than the Gen 3. And that 1/8 of an inch makes a huge difference. Huge difference. I'm talking, I shoot a Gen 3 19 the majority of the time. I do wish that I'd bought the Gen 4 when I got it. This grip is so amazing that it is like a unicorn made love to a fairy, and the grip on this is the babies that came out. That's how awesome this grip is. Alright, also, the slide stop lever. I changed that out because the way I hold the gun, I get my hands way up on there. So, as you can see, I completely cover up the slide stop lever. So the extended one, every time I shot, would get caught and I'd end up getting the slide lock back, and it would just drive me crazy. I'd get 1 or 2 shots and the slide would just lock back on me. So I ordered up the regular size. The sights on this are the factory adjustable sights. I do the same thing to this as I did with my 19. I paint or color in the back sights with a permanent marker, and then use white out or white fingernail polish on the front sight. Alright, I guess that's about it for the outside of this. Let's go ahead and break it down, and I'll show you guys what all I changed on the inside. Here on the slide, the only thing I did was I polished the safety plunger. As you can see, I did the same thing to this barrel as I did with my 19. This is the factory barrel, and I also did the extractor. Factory guide rod and recoil spring. I didn't see a reason to change that out. Works great. The barrel. This barrel took a little bit longer to do because this was a brand new barrel. So, but just like the 19, I did the brushed look on the chamber. I think it turned out pretty damn good. And then the barrel, I did a mild polish. I didn't want to go mirrored all the way down the barrel. But the front, I did the mirrored look on the front. Once again, so the bad guys can take one last look at themselves and think about all the mistakes they've made. Alright, that's enough with the slide. Let's move on to the frame. Okay, like I already said, I changed out the slide stop lever, put the regular size one in there. The next thing I did was change out all the trigger parts, including the trigger bar, which I have right here. I want to show you a comparison. This is the Gen 4 trigger bar, and as you can see right here, this is the part that rides up and pushes in the safety plunger. And it has that weird bump out on it. And I didn't understand it at first. I didn't know why it was like that. And the trigger felt a little weird to me. Then I realized that little bump is riding along this ledge here every time you pull the trigger. It wasn't making it heavier, it was just making it so you felt it all the way through the pull of the trigger. I didn't understand that. So I started, I measured out the Gen 3 trigger bar and that I had in my 19, and it was the exact same length. But I ordered it up for the 1734, so it had the smooth face on it. As you can see here, smooth face. And it is nice and smooth. And of course, as always, I did the polishing on it. Polished up the locking block, the trigger bar. Trigger connector, I did not polish it because that is a Ghost Rocket trigger connector. And it did not need to be polished because it comes polished already. And this is the non-drop-in. And the reason why they call it the non-drop-in is... Should have taken all this shit out of the box beforehand. Sorry about that, guys. Do a comparison. This is the factory one. And if you notice, the factory one, obviously it's not polished, but right here's all smooth up to this ledge right here. This one, if you look, there's that top little ledge, and it has this little part that comes out. And once again, you can see on this, it does not have that. That is what makes this the non-drop-in. You have to file that down until you get the perfect trigger pull, or the perfect take up on the trigger, I should say. That's why this, as soon as it clicks, it's back. There, it does not go back any farther, and that's what causes that, is right there. Turned out pretty good. I love this gun. I shoot this thing all the time. I've had it for, I guess, about 3 months now. I've only got about 600 rounds through it because I do shoot my 19 way more than I shoot this. I'm a huge advocate. If your carry gun, you need to take it to the range and shoot it more than anything, because that's the gun that's going to save your life, save your family's life, or save some innocent civilian's life. That's what you need to practice with. I don't know if I told you this already, but I did replace, in the slide, I did replace the striker spring and the safety plunger spring, as well as the trigger spring down in here. And that's what gives it that real smooth, crisp pull. That's about it with the gun, I guess. I do shoot this one. I keep loaded up with Hornady Critical Duty. This is the Plus P 135 grain. And I tell you what, when you shoot this, man, it's like butter. It shoots perfect. I have no issues with this stuff. Actually, wait a minute. Oh, look at it. No, this is not the Plus P. I do have some Plus P. It must be loaded in the other magazines. So, this is not the Plus P here in my hand. But I usually keep Plus P in this gun. So, that is it for this review, I guess. Once again, great gun. I am a Glockaholic. I love Glocks, but I also love all other guns. Glocks just happen to be what fits my hand, what I shoot good. So I can't, you can, you know, take it or leave it, whether you want to call me a Glock tard or not. I love Glocks, but I also love a lot of different guns. So that is it for the review on my Gen 4 Glock 34. I appreciate you guys watching. If you could, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about me. And I hope to have some more videos up soon. Thanks a lot. Talk to you guys later.